In the last episode, you saw us road trip across the US in our new fifth wheel toy hauler RV. Now we have finally made it to California. As soon as we crossed into the Golden State, I was blown away by the landscape. Now that we're here, we have to tackle a big project that we can't wait to share with you guys, so stay tuned. Alright everyone, we're going to take a brief moment to show you some awesome products that we just got from Temu. Download the Temu app through the link in my description. Search the special code DMH4334. You can collect your $100 coupon bundle. Let's see what we've got in here. So first up, we have the RV step mats. Got these for Kiki. Some cozy little RV slippers. You can shop my selected items through the link in the description. Portable Bluetooth speaker. Although we have the speakers in the RV, anytime we're, going away or traveling out somewhere, it's great to have a little portable speaker. We've got ourselves a ratcheting wrench set. New users can get the Flex Head ratcheting combination wrench set for only $7.95. Swiveling sockets. This is a pegboard wall storage that we're going to use back in the garage. We also grabbed the tool hanging kit to go in there. All the products we got from Temu have really helped us out a lot just in our daily lives and with little things around the RV. They're offered at such an affordable price. They actually have a price protection policy, so if you purchase something and within 30 days the price goes down, you can request a partial refund. So we have actually had some pretty significant changes of our plans. We had quite a bit of delays. So there was some issues with some mistaken paperwork and things like that. Right now we've just been using the temp tag that the RV dealership has given us on the RV, which is all fine and dandy, but you cannot cross into another country with the temp plate. And you also cannot get the Mexico insurance with a temp plate. Long story short, the plate might not come for another 3 weeks. And I have to go away for a week. Kiki has to go away for a little bit. By the time all of that would be said and done, we'd maybe get like a week and a half or 2 weeks in Mexico. Because we have to drive all the way back across the country and then up to Canada to get everything ready for our wedding. So we've kind of weighed our options and come to the conclusion that Mexico is not in the cards for us this year, unfortunately. I was very sad and disappointed that all of these silly little delays and things happened, but we're gonna make the most of it. So we are gonna explore around California, go up to Oregon, and just explore a little bit more around the US. We do really still want to make it to Baja. That is our ultimate dream with this RV. And so maybe after the wedding, once we have a bit more time and things are a little bit more settled, we will be able to make it back out there. We are going to show you everything that we're doing to take this rig, the Alliance 31A10, and turn it into an off-grid machine. So with our lifestyle and the way that we live, we typically don't love to be in RV parks and have to rely on being plugged into shore power or having to run the generator all the time. So that's where Battleborn has come in and hooked us up for this whole entire power system. Now, Battleborn has been with me through all of the adventures, from the van life to living on the sailboat and now moving on to the RV. And I've stuck with them because they really are just the best in the game, to be honest with you. We're gonna get into doing some of the installation. Kiki will get into some of the more technical details. We'll also show you, once we have it all done, just how functional it is and how it makes our lives so much better being able to go off-grid and be in remote locations.
One thing that I love the most about the whole Victron and Battleborn setup is how intuitive the system is. So all of those things that annoy you when they first started to come out with all of this solar MPPT chargers and all of this Bluetooth connections and things, they've really dialed all of that in. You can monitor the most finite information on these things. So what we're gonna do in here first is basically just map out where everything is going currently. We know we've got shore power coming in, we know we've got generator power coming in. So we're gonna pull these panels apart and verify what exactly is going which direction so we know what we can hook up where.
It's really not too hard at all. It's not like it's rocket science or anything. All you have to do is this. Pretty straightforward.
I've brewed up a little wiring diagram here for you guys, and we'll see if you can follow it. It looks pretty straightforward to me. I don't know. So here's what we got here. Oh, no, that's upside down. Can we see this here? Yeah. Okay, so we got like some gadgets here and then other things, and then these are the wires, and then that's how it works. So it should be simple.
These old batteries are the old like AGM, you gotta fill them with distilled water, just no bueno, really.
No, time to go.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and shut the power off. All right, power is off.
Time to start work. Figured for safety's sake, we might want to throw a blanket over this panel here so that we're not electrocuting ourselves. This thing's putting out power regardless. As long as there's light hitting it, there's juice coming out of it. So I'll cover this up real quick. Perfect fit. So what's gonna happen is we're gonna have battery, and then if I can fit it, our inverter is gonna go right here on the side next to that. If it can't go there, it's going up top. We're gonna pull the old solar charger out, put in the new MPPT, and then we've got some displays and things that are gonna go inside.
He's in the crawl space, ladies and gents.
Yep. Oh. Just trying to screw this on my face. Let's go this one. Hopefully that didn't cut it through the floor.
I want to talk a little bit about why this power upgrade is so important and how this new setup truly helps us do everything in our day-to-day lives. It makes editing videos possible. It makes plugging in the Starlink possible. Typically, those of you who live in a house probably don't think about where your power comes from or exactly how much you're using, and you don't really monitor that as closely or pay as much attention to that. When you want to live off the grid and be totally self-sufficient, really keep in mind just how much you're using all the time. These old batteries, the old AGMs, can really just not keep up with our lifestyle. Working online, we need the Starlink plugged in, we need to charge our laptops all the time, things like that. So the new Game Changer 3.0 batteries from Battleborn, we've got 2 of those, are really gonna increase our capacity. And so how that's gonna help us, once we add more solar onto the RV, we'll have more power coming in that then can be stored in larger capacity batteries. Then that'll feed into the inverter, which will take all of that energy and power our outlets to be able to plug in you know, a blender or use the microwave, those things that draw a lot of power that, again, you don't really think about in a house. You really have to monitor how much that's going to use, how much that's going to deplete your batteries. But the nice thing with this setup is that we also have the 5500 watt generator. That is a lifesaver. Use it to charge up the batteries if they are ever depleted. So right now, the generator and shore power are the only ways that we can get power to our outlets, which means that we have to pay to stay in an RV park, or we have to be burning fuel 24/7 for the generator to run for us to be able to plug our laptops in or use the Starlink. So it's all of those minute day-to-day things that you need this system to be able to do. Progress update for you guys. We are right in the thick of it. Kiki has been working tremendously hard on all of this brainiac wiring schematics. So glad that I have him because I don't understand any of that. Well, that's not true. I have a very, very, very basic understanding of some things. But luckily, he has the know-how and the handy skills to be able to do all of this.
Basically, what we've done in actual terms, got the inverter charger set up here. All the wiring is nearly complete. I'm now in the process of hooking the batteries up. We've got our Lynx distributor in the back set up. Solar MPPT charger is ready to roll. Our GX display inside, that's all set up. We have left to do our Serbo situation, which is basically just our communication box that is going to be sending all of the information from our inverter, our distributor, our solar charge controller, our battery monitors. That little device is then going to collect all of that information and send it to our display that is inside. Get our next battery hooked up, Jenny attached, that's easy stuff. And then all we've got to do is glue our panels down on the roof and plug everything in.
So we went for the thin, flexible solar panels. Number one, weight. They're really light. Number two, you can walk on them. So if we do need to get up there and do anything, it's totally fine to just be able to step on it. No big deal. And also, they're just less cumbersome.
And no bolt holes.
That was the other major thing as to why we went with the flexible panels to be able to adhere them, is that we don't want to have to bolt through the roof in order to mount the brackets that would hold on the more rigid solar panels. Because the roof is all finished in there, we would have to be like cutting things open or like drilling things through, and we just don't want to do that. So we're not doing it. To give you a little more information on our power setup and what we've got going here, we have two of the 270 amp hour Battleborn batteries that are going to be the heart of the system. And then we have the 5500 watt Onan generator. We have the 3000 watt inverter. And what was our solar count? Do you think it's going to be about 800 watts?
Yeah, we don't really know exactly what the one that's on there is, but we believe it's about 200 watts. 2 to 3.
We have three 200 watt flexible panels. The one that's up there already is just a rigid panel, but yeah, hopefully we can get it all done today. This is the original panel that came with the RV here. Just trying to clean the area to prep for the adhesive for the solar panels in the other spots. just as the sun is setting, we have finished everything up. We just got all the solar connected and it's the moment of truth. See if Kiki's skills are up to the test.
So far, no.
Well, we have light. Here we go.
It was working. It was just very anticlimactic. I thought there was going to be a ta-da, and it was just nothing because I had the switch the wrong direction. So I flipped her around, and we got light, baby.
Yeah.
So we got to go see if everything's working in there. I don't have the AC panel on yet, but everything 12 volt is at least operating. And then we got to see where our systems are at.
We have power! Fresh new batteries are powering these lights right now.
Technically, this thing is inverting, so if I wire this right, nothing will explode, nothing will set on fire, hopefully. I want to flip the main switch on, and our outlets should be usable, TV should turn on.
This is a big moment, you guys.
I am so nervous. Oh, something just made a noise.
Here, wait.
What was that? TV. We got juice to it.
Microwave is on! TV has power!
It
Good
worked!
job, sweetie. You're such a genius.
Now we gotta do some actual programming, Bluetoothing, apps, things like that to make sure the parameters are all set.